Alright, I'm going to be installing the bathtub now. Picked it up from Home Depot for $170, $180. I've got my brother Paul here who's going to help me get it in. It's a two-man job. It's exactly 5 feet long, and we've got 5 feet and 1/2 inch. So getting it in there is the difficult part. The one that I picked up is a Boots brand, B-O-O-T-Z, and it's the Maui style. It's a little bit deeper. Also, it is a white right-hand drain. Right hand means the drain's on this side. Left hand be over there, obviously. So we'll see if we can get it in smoothly. If not, we'll have to figure something out. All right. Just... Success. Okay, so that was incredibly easy and took only a couple seconds. Last time I did this, it took hours of stressful muscle work. The thing that made it easy this time is we'd removed the toilet and the vanity, so we had plenty of room to work with. Also, it was critical that I had this extra room over here. I had an extra 2x4 that was open in the wall, so I could get my corner in there so that he could get his corner flat. If I didn't have that extra space, we would only have 1/2 inch. Wouldn't have been enough room to get it done. So that's it. The thing's installed. We're going to put up the wallboard next and tie in the drain assembly. And that's it. Finish up the subfloor. One thing I do want to point out, when you're buying a bathtub new from Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere, you want to open the box and inspect it. This is a step that I skipped, and you can see that these tubs are pretty easily damaged. This was damage that was done to it before I bought it. Most of that's going to be behind the wall. The wallboard's going to come down here and pretty much cover it, so we're just going to accept it as is, but it could have been worse, so you want to open up that crate in the store and just go ahead and inspect all of the edges, particularly the corners, and make sure they're not chipped. Alright, so we just got finished taking the bathtub that we just put in out. We missed, there was an issue and then we skipped a step. There's a 2x4 over there that adds support for the back of the tub. It's known as the stinger. That's an important piece because there's nothing holding up the back end of the tub, so we went ahead and installed that. Also, this wall we found apparently was not built right, and it's very flimsy. It's not supported by anything. So we had to cut out some additional sheetrock, and we put a little bracket up there to kind of tie that better into place. So now that wall is solid, and we can put our wallboard up on it. So now that that's done, we have our stinger, we'll throw the tub back into place. Alright, I'm going to be working on the, now that the tub's in place and I've got the drain roughs in, I'm going to get everything settled down here. So I've already... in an earlier video, I put this drain assembly back there. Now that it's in there, it's extremely difficult to get back and maneuver. I've got about 4 inches of space. My arm's all messed up from reaching back there to tighten things. I've already kind of adjusted these pipes and tightened them as necessary. So first step is to put this little piece on there. This kind of holds it in place. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, this will be the first step. This is a little gasket that goes in the back, so I'm going to work that in. You want this little tiny piece facing forward, and these 3 ends going to the back. They pretty much should all look the same. So, get this flashlight out of there. Whatever you do, do not drop anything behind the tub, because getting it will be very difficult. Now, this is the stopper, goes down here. After I turn the video off, I'm going to go back and make some adjustments, but 2 screws are going to go in here. I'm not going to put this on until later. This is more finished plumbing, and I've got some more work to do. I don't want to get this all dirty, so I'm going to take this out. But when it does come time to adjust this, you just spin it around. That gets longer, shorter, and you need to make sure it's the proper length on the back. So the next step is going to be putting in this drain. This washer needs to go underneath, in between the bathtub and the pipe down here. So this is, let's see if I can squeeze it down here. Again, do not drop anything down there. So if I would lose that, it would be tough to get back. Try and just get this thread started. I'm going to take some plumber's putty. This is not a step that some people skip this, but this will help keep water from getting down underneath. So I'm just going to get a nice bead of plumber's putty underneath, and then as I tighten this down, which I'm going to use some pliers that I opened up in here, that'll give me a little bit of torque. I can just turn this down into place, and it's going to squeeze out that putty, the excess. Once I get this tied down, we're pretty much done. I can start running water in here. Water should feed into the drain. Before I start putting up my wallboard and finishing things, I do want to make sure that I don't have any leaks, so I'll go back and check. Also with this step, don't over tighten it. So that's pretty good. Just wipe up the excess putty. And I'm not going to install this just yet, but this is just a little screw. It'll go down here, make a nice satin nickel finish on the cat. So that's it. Our drain is installed. I can go ahead and turn the water on, and it'll run down and hopefully won't pour out on my neighbors below.